In today's video, we're going to take a look at how to make an inventor components ready for routing in the cable and harness environment. So normally, or when we are working in Inventor, we want to go and start putting in some cable and harness components. We'll go to the Environments tab and then click on Cable and Harness. So once that's done, it'll ask you to create a harness. It'll give you a file name where you're going to save it, and you click on OK. Now, once that's done, you'll see that the Cable and Harness tab becomes active, and we've got a whole bunch of sort of electrical commands that we can use. So the first thing we're going to do is just create wires so that we can make sure that everything is good and wired up. So what you'll see there, I'm selecting the point to point to this component over here. I can give it a wire ID. Let's leave it at wire 1. And then I can give it a category. So I've got all these different categories over here. And if you look at it alpha, you've got all these different wire types. I'm going to go to ones down over here that I've created. Okay. And then I can also take a look at the properties of this wire. So there's a library wire, the name, the category, the appearance, and then the physical attributes of this. Okay. Once I'm happy with that, I can click on apply. And let's go and just add a few more. Okay. Now let's try and take a look at maybe wiring from this component to over here. Now you'll notice there I'm not able to select anything, and also unlike these components over here, there are no pins on that side. So I need to prep this component to be able to accept me wiring from another component. So I'm going to go finish cable and wire harness, and what I'm going to do is double click on this and go and edit this. Now what I've just done over here, I've just put some numbers down so that I can know which ones I'm doing. So, and then what I need to do is I need to create a pin or place a pin on here. Now, if you can't see the harness panel over here, just select the drop down arrow over here. Just make sure that harness is selected. So you see it's not there, and then I click on that, click on harness. So let's go pin, and then you select where you want the pin to be. So that's 1, 2. I'm just pressing spacebar to go through them. 3. Okay. And what you also notice there is put in a sketch and then a point. A sketch and a point and a sketch and a point. So that's good. I can save that, close down, and you'll notice now I've got those points over there. So let's go back to our harness assembly, and now when I go and create my wire, you'll see that it is able to go and put in those wires for me. Let's maybe put that over there. And then let's just maybe put 2 wires from this side to this side. And choose red. Okay, and there we go. So now I've been able to wire it, and then the last thing I need to do is just create a segment so that I can put these wires into a segment. So if I start from over here, and then we can just select the points that I have previously created. So there is a little bit of work to do when it does come to sort of creating these assemblies, but it is worthwhile. You'll get the correct length of wire that you need, and you'll be able to then okay, so I've got a wire up over there. Okay, I'm just going to put a bit of an offset over here. So edit offsets, I'm going to make it 25, and then just make it 25 from there and from there as well. Okay, cool, I'm happy with that. And it's going to Let me just move this in a bit, 3D move rotate, and just move it back over here so it doesn't look so messy. Okay, so once I've done with that, I can take a look at maybe just creating another segment coming out over here. And let's go edit offset, let's make this 25 as well. And let's just move this up as well. Let's go to 3D move. So you see, very quick and easy to get this up and running. Okay, so there's no short one. And maybe just move it a little bit that way. Want it in the middle. Okay, great stuff. Okay, cool. So let's go okay. So now what we can do is we can go and put this in. So I've got two options. I can automatically route or I can route it individually. So if I automatically route it, so all unrouted wires, it will then try and find the shortest path for the wires from all three components to get through the segments over here. You are able to unroute either everything or you can select each one and then after that then just route it the way that you want. So once I've done that, one thing I always like to check is the bill of materials, just to see that if I look over here, I've got my different wires and it's got the wire numbers that I had. And then if you look at the quantity, you'll see there it's got my lengths for my wires as well as the description, which is the wire type. Okay. So there we go. That's how we can very quickly sort of take a component which wasn't necessarily a sort of cable and harness ready, put some points in over there, and then be able to wire from the different components, put in a segment, an additional segment over here, and then automatically route everything. Thank you very much for watching.